Welcome to Varsity Voices Basketball. My name is Jeff DiVeronica. He's James Johnson. Here to talk about two big matchups happening on Monday night in Section 5 against top-ranked teams in the Democrat and Chronicle polls. And James, let's talk about the big boys matchup on Monday night at Fairport. Another big one for the Red Raiders. They get Kearney at home. Fairport number 2 in the Democrat and Chronicle poll. Kearney number 5. And this is a big, Fairport, I know they don't want to suffer two losses like right next to each other like this. But what are some of the keys to this game? You got a chance to see Fairport already last week.
Fairport is Fairport. Very efficient offense, play together on defense. A little bit more height than they had in recent years. A lot more experience, players, seniors. He said that Fairport coach Scott Fitch said that he has not had a team with this amount of seniors in a while, if ever.
And this amount of height either. It's probably the biggest team
maybe
he's ever had when you think across the board. Obviously, they get their cue from Dan Messino. He's over 1,000 points now, one of their lead guards, one of the best in Section 5. He's going to Hobart.
And he, in that game, he showed an ability to kind of take over without take control of the game. Yeah, basically control the game.
Not take over, they would have won, right?
Well, yeah, right.
But Ironquoit won the game.
Right.
So Fairport's got the height. What does Kearney have? We know some of the bigger names for the Kings. Nazia Carter, 20 points a game, 5 assists. He's the one that's going to Dayton. Who else do the Kings have?
Sheldon Adams and Shaquille Brown are both also in double figures. They have a little bit better approach to scoring the basketball. More movement, more togetherness. Maybe they need a little development as far as taking charge at the end of the game, who's going to take that final shot and what have you, or how they're going to go about doing it. But they believe that they shoot the ball a little bit better from the outside, and that's usually been how you make them stay out there.
Does Kevin Good's team have enough height to contend with Fairport on the boards? That's kind of I would think that's a very big key here, right?
Maybe enough athleticism. They're certainly going to emphasize keeping Fairport off of the boards while Fairport is on offense. Defensive rebound.
How tall are you? Hang on.
I'm only 5'10".
All right, I'm 5'8". Now I want to tell you something about rebounding. It has nothing to do with height.
Right.
You got to box out. You got to box out like this. That's boxing. You don't have to be tall to box out, right?
Well, that's what I'm
Seriously,
saying.
and I'm trying to be funny here, but it's true. I mean, you can box out a guy that's taller than you if you just stick your butt in him and kind of push him back. So
yeah, that works.
Something I never did when I played. I was a point guard, but anyway. So that's going to be key, keeping them off the board. Second chance points for Fairport, and also I would think if you can't get rebounds, you can't run, and I would think Kearney's going to want to run.
Correct. They want to speed the game up, perhaps. They definitely don't want to give Fairport second and third chances to score. That's been emphasized to me in a couple of conversations I've had.
Now, the home court advantage is Fairport's, but the revenge advantage is Kearney's. This is a rematch of last year's Section 5 semifinal in AA, and I know that was a close one.
Yeah, it came down to maybe the last 2 or 3 possessions. Kearney kind of disagreed with a foul call, but as Coach Kevin Good pointed out, you got to play defense all the way through against Fairport. No reaching, discipline, play defense all the way to the end of the shot clock if need be, because they'll wait till they get the shot that they want.
That is Monday night at Fairport. The red zone will be rocking. Should be a lot of fun over there in Fairport. Over at Mercy High School on Monday night, it's the top 2 of the top 3 teams. We'll see how the polls turn out. Mercy against Kearney. This is a rematch of the Class the Class A1 final the last 2 years. Both these schools now elevated into AA. Mercy number 1 in our first poll of the year. I expect they're going to stay there unless they lose on Monday night against Kearney. Mercy with 12 players back from last year's championship team. Kearney had won 2 years before, so this and I think these two could end up in the AA final again. It's going to be interesting. I give the edge to Mercy. They got more experience, and this is a very young Kearney team, James.
Yeah, I've seen Kearney before, and it's pretty exciting. They're going to be tough for years to come. I mean, all of their standout players are underclassmen or or under juniors.
No,
right?
no doubt, no doubt. In fact, Sanaya Wilson, we already been extended a scholarship offer from Syracuse University. Just an 8th grader averaging 16.1 points per game and 10.5 rebounds a game. Another 8th grader in double figures, Mariana Freeman. And Allure Simmons, 7.8 points per game. She's one of the fastest players in Section 5. All those three are going to be tough for Mercy to contend with. The speed of that, again, rebounding is key. Kearney can't run and try to beat Mercy down the floor. They have the speed advantage if they don't get rebounds. And that's going to be a problem for Kearney because the Kearney girls, well, no one's as big as Mercy. Mercy has a very tall lineup. They got a 6'3" player who transferred in, Ruth Cone. She used to live in the area. She's just a junior. She's come back in. She's 6'3". Wow. She's averaging 14.3 points per game. Wow. And then Katie Titus is 6'1". She's a junior averaging 14.2 points per game. They're very good. They're going to control the boards. So Kearney's going to have to be pretty efficient, I think.
Yeah. Do these teams, do they meet every year? Do they go out of their way to play each other every season?
Private parochial league, man. Yeah, absolutely. These are the battles, and they're going to have a return matchup late in the season. I think it's one of the last regular season games for both these teams, so that'll be a good game going into sectionals for both the Monarchs and the Kings. But I think the best player on the floor, to me, certainly at the guard spot, will be Travia Breedlove. She's a junior. She's averaging 15 points a game. She is really the catalyst. Mercy's has some good shooters in the McDonough girls, but she's really good, and I think she sets the table. Breedlove is going to be tough. She can get into the lane if Kearney does have to go zone, which I think they're going to probably have to do against that height. She can get into the lane and break down Kearney. So I give the edge to Mercy here because of experience, but it's a big prove-it-to-me point, a moment for the young Kearney Kings.
It's going to be a big night for Bishop Kearney overall.
Big night for Section 5 basketball on Monday night. We'll talk to you again real soon right here at DemocratandChronicle.com. For James Johnson, my name is Jeff DiVeronica. Talk to you soon.